All right, we are coming in from DevRel Con Prague with the wonderful Aditya Oberai. I'm so happy to have you here to tell us about your developer relations origin story. But first, Aditya, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Sure, thank you so much. Hi everyone, I'm Aditya joining here in Prague from India. So yeah, I am a developer advocate at Appwrite, which is an open source backend as a service platform. Pretty cool stuff. Working in open source is great.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've been around communities within tech, around open source, around hackathons for the last 3 years or so now. I started getting more involved with some student programs by Microsoft, by Google. Back when I was a sophomore, we had clubs around college, we had some communities outside. I was pretty fortunate that way because I got exposed to this world relatively early. So I started volunteering in these, started learning how to build. Around the same time, did a community internship with a coding education platform, ProGate, did a user research internship with them as well, spent some time contracting with Major League Hacking to support their hackathons.
Wow.
Did a software development internship as well with a consultancy in India called TechDome. And, getting this entire mix of experiences, of course, with all of these organizations through independent means, by my own little initiatives and events in my local regions, that's kind of how I came across, this entire little world of developer relations. That's how I figured out that I enjoyed working in tech, working with people, helping other people, educating. And I was really, really fortunate that just as I made this decision, a tweet by a DevRel job board that I used to follow, they shared this opportunity by Appwrite. So just out of the blue one day, a little tweet popped up in my feed and I came across Appwrite that way. I applied and things worked out and here we are.
Aditya, that's amazing. So please forgive me if I'm misunderstanding, but is this your first role?
It is my first role in DevRel as well as first job in general. Because I just graduated this year.
I'd love to get your advice for somebody, or maybe yourself from, a handful of years ago, who might want to look into a developer relations position. What would you advise them to do?
My honest recommendation to everyone, at least every younger professional or student who's thinking about developer relations is, please don't just directly chase developer relations, because one thing I realized is, across these years, across all of these different internships, volunteering experiences, is that DevRel is extremely multifaceted, right? You're going to come across code, you're going to come across content, you're going to have some community. My way was to give myself a shot at failing at each of these individually. So I spent some time building at hackathons. Fortunately, going remote made them a lot more accessible because they are all remote at this point as well. I did a developer internship. I ensured I was following my academics in school from a technical front because I am a computer science engineer by degree. Aside from that, stuff like content, you can do that as well independently, right? You could write on your own blog. There are platforms like Dev.to, Medium, and so on. I think that's a really, really good place for people to start. And just remember, there is a developer in developer relations. Please don't forget that, because with all the hype, with all the hustle, DevRel is often an outward-facing role, and it might seem like it's just about the stage or just about social media, but that's not the case. Those fundamentals are very, very important. So try these out and give yourself a chance to fail at these, and who knows, if you fall in love with these individually, why not focus on them as well, right?
That's inspiring. Thank you so much, Aditya. And, it was a joy meeting you, and see you around at the rest of the conference.